Times Now and Times Now Bharat's group editor-in-chief Navika Kumar has interviewed the Air India chairman and Chandrasekaran about the tragedy of the AI-171 crash that claimed over 270 lives. She asked the chairperson of Air India the questions that all of India has been asking. No issue has been spared, no concern has been left untouched. This is India seeking answers, seeking accountability and, crucially, the truth about what happened on the 12th of June. With 270 souls gone and many lives scarred, Navika Kumar asks, what's his message to the grieving families? The Air India chairman issued an apology for the loss of 270 innocent lives. Here's what he told Navika Kumar.
There is anger amongst the families. They are demanding answers. Many people are totally taken aback. And you must have read these stories too. There was the Joshi family. The father was settled in London, in UK, was coming back to pick up the wife and their 3 children. Those pictures have been there across social media, across various media. And the entire family was wiped out. Then there is the case of, there was Arjun Manubhai Patolia, who came to just give his wife's ashes away. She had died earlier. He'd left his 2 daughters, 8 and 12, back in London only to do the last rites of his wife. And now his children are orphaned. What would you say to them today?
It is a extremely difficult situation where I have no words to express to console any one of them. I just deeply regret that this whole accident happened in a Tata-owned airline. And I feel very sorry. And all we can do is to be with them at this time. We grieve with them. And we do everything we can.
But viewers, what really went wrong on board the plane? Was it a dual engine failure? Was there a lapse in maintenance? Did this particular aircraft have any history? Navika Kumar put forth these questions to the chairperson of Tata Sons, and here's what he had to say.
I want to ask you, where have you reached with that probe? Because there would be one Tata investigation apart from the other investigations. So what have you found so far?
We can get into a lot of speculations. There are speculations about human error, speculation about airlines, speculation about engines, maintenance, all kinds. There are a lot of speculations and a lot of theories. But the fact that I know so far is this particular aircraft, A171, that particular tail, has a clean history.
Has a clean
history. And the 2 engines, both engines, the right engine was a new engine put in March 2025. The left engine was last serviced in 2023 and due next maintenance check in 2025 December. And both the engine histories are clean. When I saw that, I couldn't find anything with the team. Both the pilots are exceptional pilots. And the captain, Sabarwal, has more than 11,500 hours of flying experience. And the first officer, Clive, has more than 3,400 hours of flying experience. What I hear from our colleagues is they were excellent pilots and great professionals. So we can't jump to any conclusions. And there are a lot of theories and you see them in YouTube, you see them in media channels, you see them on other channels, and a lot of experts. So all I would say is that unless we wait for the investigations to come through, and I am told by all the experts that the black box and the recorders will definitely tell the story. And so we just have to wait for that. And before that, it's very important not to jump into any conclusion.
But DGCA has fined you in the recent past, over the last maybe year or so, where there have been several fines that have been put on Air India for different kinds of red flags and maintenance issues. And I can read out to you these. The DGCA put a 30 lakh fine because Air India and Air India Express did not meet operational robustness, maintenance related delays. There have been different kinds of fines.
See, Navika, the point I am making is that what I am giving you, the information, is very specific to this tail number and these engines and this pilot and this incident. And any safety related issues, we take it very seriously. See, there are two things in the airline. One is very core, which is the safety, and there are other things that you have to do. And all I would say is that anything safety related, the first thing after we took over, and there are many things you yourself, there are many makeup issues that are there. Still, there are some IFEs don't work, some seats don't function. Okay, those are customer experience issues. We are trying to sort them out. They are different from safety issues. Anything that safety issue is there, there is no way DGC will allow us to fly. And with respect to this specific aircraft, what I have seen is what I have told you.
Arunil is joining us live. Arunil, the chairperson of Tata Sons has said it clearly that this particular aircraft, AI-171, has a clean history. He went into specifics and also spoke about the maintenance of both the engines. Do tell us about where the probe stands, because the focus now is going to be on the data that is to be extracted from the black box. Where does the probe stand right now? Okay, my colleague Arunil will be joining us, but just for viewers who are joining us on this broadcast, let's recap the top headlines and takeaways of the Air India chairperson's interview. The Air India chairperson has said it clearly that the specific plane, that is AI-171, has had a clean history. The right engine was new. It was fitted in March 2025. The left engine of the plane was last serviced in 2023. Both engine histories have been clean and the records of the pilots have been exceptional. Arunil, this is the biggest talking point from N. Chandrasekaran's interview. Where does the probe stand right now? Because the focus currently is going to be on what the data from the black box reveals.
Well, certainly, yes. This is the first and official reaction coming in from the Tata Group, which owns Air India. Till now, not a single officer, be it from Air India, be it from Tata, has spoken about this ill-fated crash. N. Chandrasekaran, the CEO of Tata Group, basically he has denied any kind of red flags with respect to the Boeing Dreamliner aircraft, AI-171, basically which crashed in Ahmedabad. He said that the pilots had experience, also said that there was no problem with the two engines as well. Now, coming to the investigation part as well, we understand that the flight data recorder, which was recovered initially, later on the cockpit voice recorder was recovered.
Right.
The flight data recorder is supposed to be sent to basically a Washington-based organization. India is going to send it to the United States because external damage has happened to the flight data recorder because of the impact of the crash. And whatever inferences or conclusions come out of the investigations that have been carried out in the Washington-based organization, that will be shared with the AAIB, basically Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau, which is on the ground in Ahmedabad, also in Delhi, trying to find out what exactly wrong has happened, which led to this ill-fated crash. Several investigating teams are on the ground in Ahmedabad itself, be it a team from Boeing, be it a team from Air India. AAIB, I was pointing out, DGCA as well has sent out its team. A team from UK is also on the ground because more than 50 passengers were from the United Kingdom, and a team from United States was there on the ground trying to find out what exactly went wrong with this ill-fated
Chandrasekaran's
flight.
assertion that AI-171 had a clean history, him going into specifics about both the engines amid all the speculation and the questions being asked of could it have been a dual engine failure, will it put all the theories to rest at this point of time? All eyes are going to be on the data that is extracted and then analyzed with regards to the black box. I want you to stay with us. We are now going to play out another excerpt of the interview, which has become the day's biggest talking point, because viewers, you'll also remember that the Air India CEO and MD Campbell Wilson told Navika Kumar earlier this month that some of their aircraft were sent to Turkey for maintenance activities. Given sensitivities following Operation Sindoor, Navika Kumar questioned the Tata Sons chairman on the Turkey link and whether Dreamliners were sent to Turkey for maintenance. Here's what he told Navika Kumar.
I want to ask you, the Turkish technique maintaining Air India fleets, that has been raised as an issue that could probably be the cause in this case. How would you respond to that speculation?
None of the 787 Dreamliner aircraft, we have 33 of them. None of them are maintained by Technic. Predominantly, most of them are maintained in India by AIESL or SIA Engineering, that is the engineering company, AIESL, and SIA Engineering Company in Singapore. So these are the guys who are maintaining these aircrafts. They have nothing to do with any Turkish company.
Aviation expert Surjit Panesar is joining us this morning. Good morning, Mr. Panesar. N. Chandrasekaran, in his most detailed, his first interview to Navika Kumar, has made one thing clear, that AI-171, the aircraft and its engines, they had a clean history. Now that this has been put on record, do you think all the theories that are doing the rounds and the questions that are being asked about what led to the crash, should that for now be put to rest, and now should everyone wait for what's going to come out of the black box?
Yes, you rightly said it. We have to wait. Boeing is a very renowned company, and they say the most modern aircraft with the highest techniques and all that. And only the black box will reveal the exact cause of this, if they make it public also. Because this committee of investigation is a closed-door investigation. They will not disclose to the public the readout of DFDR or CBR. They will not keep, they'll keep it secret unless there's a judicial inquiry. Now, after this crash at Ahmedabad, the pilots who have been reporting snags earlier, they were punished. Why you are reporting delaying the flight? They used to take action. Now the pilots are getting a little scared. They are not reporting. They are grounding the aircraft. They are diverting for any snag. They are getting scared now. Now they are reporting all the snag. But it is to be seen now after this inquiry, and because they have a very high-level committee who formed to go through investigation, who have never flown any aircraft. They have no experience, but they will give the report. We have to only wait. It is no good to speculate things and all that, because every parameter, there are 200 parameters recorded: engine, power loss, throttle, fuel, everything is recorded on this parameter. If there is an honest investigation, public, like NTSB in America, they give you day-to-day, minute-to-minute information to the public. That today have seen this has come, and then flying car, this has come in the serious. Look at the Pakistan crash of 320. Within 3 days, they made the report public, and they also announced what is the ATC transcript and aircraft transcript. Within 3-4 days, they announced it. But here you will take months, and yet you will not come to know the actual data. We have experts in our country. Don't think that we don't have, but they would like to go to abroad. They will enjoy it. They'll go to Seattle. They'll go all over the places, and with the powerful lobbies, I have my doubt if they are going to blame the Boeing company or India. They just put the blame on the pilot because then people don't speak.
Right.
It is the time if the pilot should have been alive and say what all has happened and all that. Then
Yes.
it could have been some thing could have come out. But no, the only truth can be called by the black box, which is it has to be seen whether they're going to make it public or not.
Yes.
They will not make it public.
Yes.
Nobody will know, but it is only their own readout.
Yes.
And they'll give a report.
And Mr. Panesar, the Air India chairman, in his first and most detailed interview post the AI-17 crash, has also asserted very strongly that the pilots of AI-171 have an exceptional professional record. With that, viewers, it's time now for us to take a short commercial break. We'll keep our focus on that interview, which has become the biggest headline and the biggest talking point of the day, taking a short break.
The families that have lost their loved ones, जिनके परिवारों में छोटे बच्चे, और मैं